As we've already learned, we conduct marketing research to improve decision making when we have a marketing problem or opportunity. There are a variety of approaches to marketing research projects. We can gather data and information using secondary data sources, or we can create our own unique project where we gather and analyze primary data. If we choose primary data, we can select qualitative or quantitative methods for collecting data. Qualitative methods are great for exploring and defining marketing problems. We could select from focus groups, depth interviews, or surveys with open-ended questions for qualitative research. Quantitative research depends on data collection methods where the data can be quantified and measured using mathematics and statistics. All marketing research projects follow a step-by-step process to ensure validity and reliability. Validity ensures finding the truth about what we are measuring. Reliability means that we can reproduce the results in subsequent projects. So let's follow a student marketing research team as they use this 11-step process described here on this slide to help a client with a marketing problem. The marketing research report is often a formal document with 3 sections. The first section, called the front matter, includes any email or memo correspondence between the client and the team, as well as a table of contents for the report and a list of illustrations, tables, or charts. The front matter also includes a 1-page executive summary, which is a concise summary of the research objectives, the research methods, and the significant results, conclusions, and recommendations. The executive summary is just that, a summary that a busy executive can read and know what the rest of the report contains. The second section is the body of the report and contains all the details of the marketing research, including the details of the research methods and the complete findings for all variables in the research. An important section is the limitations of the research. This section describes the boundaries of the research and any extenuating problems that might bias the findings or have a bearing on the interpretation of the results. The limitations might also suggest future research to build upon or clarify the current study. Of course, the client will be particularly interested in the conclusions and recommendations of the marketing research. This is particularly important when major strategic and potentially costly decisions are about to be made. The final section of the report is the end matter. This section includes appendices and end notes with relevant articles and data resources, copies of questionnaires, presentation slides, and other material that's just too bulky to be included in the main body of the report. For example, if the questionnaire included open-ended questions, the complete manuscript of the answers should be in the end matter. Only a summary analysis should appear in the body of the report. As you can see, a marketing research project takes teamwork and formal processes to produce an outstanding report. In turn, the client receives valuable advice that helps make better marketing decisions. The first step is recognizing a problem that requires data and information. The problem might be a challenge with understanding the wants and needs of consumers or the attitudes of consumers toward a particular brand. Instead of a problem, the client may be also faced with an opportunity to introduce a new product, increase prices, or add new distribution. Once the client determines that marketing research is needed, a team will be assembled to conduct the research. The client will explain the problem or opportunity to the team. Working together, the client and the team decide on the research objectives and discuss possible research designs. For most projects, this initial meeting is where timeframes and budget considerations are discussed, and the client makes known any other parameters for the project. Once the research objectives are agreed upon with the client, the team finalizes the research design. The design might include a search for secondary data from existing data sources such as journals and professional articles, financial and customer data maintained by the company, or previous marketing research projects. Additional information may be needed to be gathered during the primary research. The team will decide if qualitative or quantitative research, or both, are needed, and will specify exact data collection methods such as focus groups and surveys. Oftentimes, individual team members will be assigned responsibilities for developing data collection forms and determining the sampling methods and sample sizes needed for surveys. Once the marketing research plan is developed, it's time to collect the data. A common method for collecting data is using a survey. There are many choices for administering surveys, including personal administration using paper forms, and sending respondents a link to an online survey form. Other methods include telephone and mail administration. The team will need to make sure that the sampling plan is used to develop an unbiased and complete sample from the population of interest. Next, the team analyzes the data and answers the research questions. Every variable is examined, and the results are displayed in appropriate tables and charts. Statistical analysis is completed to determine any possible relationships in the data. Correlation, regression analysis, and hypothesis testing may be used to establish if the results are statistically significant. The final result of the analysis is a report that the team will present to the client. The final step in the marketing research process is a report to the client. The report is usually presented in a formal written document and a presentation so the findings of the study can be discussed. During the presentation, the client will ask questions, and the research team will interpret the results and discuss their conclusions and recommendations.